Once upon a time, in a small village at the edge of a vast forest, there lived a curious boy named Ethan. He was no ordinary boy. His imagination was as wild as a river that ran through his village, and his curiosity often led him places others would never dare. One crisp morning, with the sun barely peeking above the horizon, Ethan decided to venture deeper into the forest than he had ever dared before. The forest had always fascinated him, with its towering trees, tangled roots, and shadows that seemed to dance with every whisper of the wind. The air smelled of pine damp moss, and earth that had not been touched by human hand for years. Birds sang softly in the distance, while squirrels and rabbits rustled among the underbrush. Each step Ethan took echoed softly on the forest floor, and every crack of a branch or rustle of leaves made him pause, listening intently. At first, the forest felt welcoming. Sunlight filtered through the trees in golden beams, painting patches of warmth on the ground. Ethan smiled, imagining himself as a great explorer discovering a land untouched by time. But as he walked further, the forest began to change. The sunlight dimmed, and the shadows grew longer. The trees seemed closer together, their branches stretching like bony fingers above him. A strange feeling prickled at the back of Ethan's neck, a sense that he was not alone. A low, distant growl rolled through the trees. Ethan froze. His heartbeat quickened, and his palms grew sweaty. "It's probably just an animal," he whispered to himself. Yet the growl was unlike anything he had ever heard, deep and resonant, vibrating to the very ground beneath his feet. Then he saw it. A shadow moved between the trees, tall and dark. At first, he thought it was a trick of the sunlight, but then two glowing eyes met his, and he felt the air grow heavier. The creature was massive, its shape almost humanoid, but twisted in ways that made his stomach churn. Long, jagged claws glinted in the faint sunlight, and a low growl rumbled from deep within its chest. Ethan wanted to scream, to run, to disappear, but his legs refused to obey. Curiosity held him rooted to the spot. Who's there?" he stammered. The creature stepped forward, each movement slow, but deliberate. Its voice was deep, like the rumble of distant thunder. "I am the guardian of this forest," it said. "Why have you come here, little one?" Ethan swallowed hard. He opened his mouth to speak, but only a whisper escaped. I just wanted to explore. I didn't mean to disturb anything." The monster studied him for a long moment. Its glowing eyes pierced through him, as if it could see every thought, every secret fear. Then it spoke again, slower this time. "Many come here seeking adventure. Few understand the dangers that lie within. The forest is alive, and it does not take kindly to intruders." Ethan's mind raced. He realized he was standing before something far beyond his understanding. Every instinct screamed to flee, yet a small, brave voice whispered, "Speak. Perhaps it will understand you." I didn't know," Ethan said softly. "I just wanted to see what was out here. I didn't mean any harm." For a long moment there was silence. The only sound was the wind rustling through the leaves and the distant call of a bird. Then the monster let out a low, almost sorrowful sigh. "You are brave, but bravery without wisdom can be dangerous," it said. "I will allow you to leave, but only if you promise to respect the forest and its secrets." Ethan nodded eagerly, relief flooding through him. "I promise. I will respect it. I swear it." The monster slowly stepped back, fading into the shadows between the trees. Ethan stood frozen for a few moments, watching the creature disappear. The forest, once ominous and threatening, now seemed peaceful, almost wise, as if it shared its secret and then returned to slumber. He turned toward the path leading home, his legs trembling, but his heart filled with awe. He realized that the forest was not just a place of danger, but of wonder, a living entity with its own rules and guardians. As he walked, the sun began to set, casting long, golden beams through the trees. Ethan took a deep breath of the cool, fragrant air, feeling both small and incredibly alive. Though the monster had vanished from sight, its presence lingered in the quiet, in the rustling leaves, and in the shadows that now seemed friendly rather than threatening. By the time Ethan reached his village, the sky was painted with shades of pink and orange. He looked back at the forest, feeling a mix of fear, respect, and excitement. That day he had faced something unknown, something powerful, and he had survived. From that day forward, Ethan carried with him a deeper understanding of courage, not the reckless kind, but the kind that comes with wisdom, respect, and the willingness to listen. And though he would go on to have many more adventures, he would never forget the day he walked into the forest, met the guardian, and learned that some secrets are worth respecting. And so, the forest remained ancient and alive, its secrets safe under the watchful eyes of the monster, and the boy returned home, forever changed by what he had seen.